that might need to be explored or looked at. I agree, though. Every conference champion deserves a right to be in. Like, it's the NCAA tournament. In basketball, you see, you see group champions from, conferences that aren't big making the tournament. They always get their shot to play. Not necessarily the best seeding, so that could also be something to look at as well.
Clayton 9-1 on the season, of course, in the runner-up spot of the Greater Neuse River 4A Conference Championship of 2024. Lost 2 points, Amy, 2 years in a row. It's like what me and Coach Chadwick were talking about in the Coach's Corner. I think one day, and Mark, you can jump in here if you want to as well, we're going to beat Cleveland. The things are happening to make it happen, to make it come to fruition. We just got to find a way to jump over that mountain, to climb that mountain and click that valley. Once we do that, I think we're going to look good for sure.
Right. So we had our captains out. I think Clayton won the toss and they deferred to the second half.
Please rise. Remove your hat.
Let's go to public addresses and Morale for opening ceremonies.
The colors by your Clayton High School ROTC program.
Pub and Eatery pregame kickoff about to come to a close. It is almost time for football. Hope you're ready to strap in. When we come back, it'll be go time here at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. Friday Night Lights playoff edition is next. Pirates, Corinth-Holder, Comets, Clayton on deck. We're also at the top of the hour.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
Timeout!
Listen up, get tight.
This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there,
and we need to regroup.
Hate
Is winning out there.
Not on these fields.
In our communities. On our streets. In our schools.
And we need to stop it.
So let's take this moment
to change the momentum.
and call a timeout
On hate. Together.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
CRN Sports is on the air with live coverage of the Clayton Comets. It's time to get Comets all in for coverage of football, basketball, baseball, softball, soccer, and volleyball. We're proud to be the voice of Clayton Comets athletics all season long. We are CRN, the Community Radio Network.
In the words of Robbie Morrell mimicking Bruce Buffer, it is time! Playoff football ready to roll here on the Community Radio Network. Happy Friday night to you. November 15th. Usually the playoffs begins in the first week of November, Amy, so this is rather unusual.
It's a little different, but due to the flooding and the hurricane hitting in the mountains, they gave everybody in the West an extra week to finish up some games and stuff and deal with what they had to deal with, and they postponed us for a week.
Yeah, Hurricane Helene, our thoughts and prayers still going out to the victims and families. And our friends of Western North Carolina, no doubt. Ready to go. So the Comets ready to kick it deep. Ready to get the playoffs underway. The thinning of the herd. 64 in North Carolina will become 32 tonight. Clayton, Corinth-Holder, underway. Round one, and you've got a football game. And look at the Pirates quickly running on a kickoff return to start this game. They're going to the end zone. They might have lost 49-0 a few weeks ago, but on the opening play of the game, they're in the touchdown.
And that is what we were talking about earlier. You don't like playing a team you've already played because they've seen what you've got, and they're going to maximize on any weakness they think you have. And they're here to win. They're here to win.
The Corinth-Holder Pirates with a kickoff return to start the game. And the Pirates, Braxton Kutchin, are on the board as soon as they got the ammunition. And now they're going to go for the extra point. Stand by. Maximus Gladwell, the senior, looking to add on the extra point, or are they going to go for two?
They don't have a holder.
They don't have a holder. There's somebody running out. They got to call for a timeout. They done wasted a timeout. So, thought they were going to go for two. Instead, they're going to go for an extra point to make it 7-0. Braxton, down to you since the timeout's on the field. Corinth-Holder and Carl Smith, they responded quickly. I want to say that's about a 97-yard touchdown return.
It's right about 90 yards. I think you're at about the 10-yard line.
Yes, he did.
Down to you, Braxton, for an All-State sideline report.
I think we're having a little technical difficulty with Braxton. So we're also seeing some differences with Corinth's ability to make sure they have all their personnel on the field and stuff, which may lead to some issues later.
So the extra point has Maximus Gladwell will look to add on the extra point here tonight. The kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 right out of the gate. The Pirates have responded, and they are on the board first. Braxton, let's check back in on you again if you're ready, my friend.
Yeah, y'all got me now?
Yes, sir.
I think there's just a dead spot there, so I'm going to try and this into the stadium. But, yeah, right now, when I was down here for Corinth-Holders warm-up, very, very businesslike, and that's kind of you could tell the way the team was approaching today. They're very locked in and concentrated, and right now, I mean, this Corinth-Holders.
Sorry, Braxton, we lost you again, bud.
Yeah. Oh, you got me now?
No, I'm making an adjustment. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah.
We're losing you again. It's okay. We'll come back to you in a little while. So Corinth is getting ready to kick off to Clayton. And let's see what Clayton has in store for Corinth.
So Maximus Gladwell will now kick it to the Comets. 13 seconds into the playoffs. And you've already got a score by the Pirates. Let's see what the Comets can do now. Running with the football, this is Noah Smith. Noah Smith with room to run. He'll go down at around the 37-yard line. And here comes the Comets now, ready to roll on the offense. Here's your Hometown Realty starting lineup. Hometown Realty offensive lineup is Aiden Smalls, QB1, Noah Smith for the running back spot. Your wide receivers include number 19, Tavon Evans, number 5, Demarius McCoy, number 18, Tyler Campbell, and number 80, Darian Ellis. Tight end or fullback is River Fiore. Your left tackle, Corey Robinson. Left guard is Bajon McLean. Tyler Williams is the center. Right guard is Ivani Flores. Chase Perry is the right tackle. Possible running backs also for Terrace Hobbs and Khalil Hamilton. 1st and 10, ball on the 37. And Smalls will go to River Fiore, and it's incomplete. Good coverage by number 4, Van Smith in the strong safety spot, and we'll get ready for a 2nd and 10. Just came up short of that play, Amy.
Yes. I mean, it was right in the breadbasket, so to speak, and River couldn't contain it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jackie, you got to come back and you got to respond in a big way after Corinth-Holder coming back on a first series. They're not even a first series. A kickoff return to go to a touchdown.
They didn't even get a first down. They just ran it back.
Yeah, ran it in. Let's go now. We'll see what the Comets can do. Faking the football with Smalls. Instead, he'll go to the other side of the field. Running with it all the way in the Pirates' territory.
About to 45. 44. No, 45.
That was, by the way, the wide receiver, Darian Ellis. Darian Ellis had 3 receptions, 32 yards versus Cleveland a couple of weeks ago. I do say a couple of weeks ago because literally there was a bye week last week.
Yep.
Only loss Clayton had of the regular season, 37-35 to Cleveland. Full moon Friday night. High snap goes to Smalls. Up the middle. Goes now to Noah Smith.
He may have got 1 on it.
Well, I thought the football might have came out, but I think he recovered it or at least got it back.
Football didn't come out. It was in his. He was holding on to it. You could see it though, but he held on to it.
Lamont Hunt Jr. on the tackle there, the sophomore defensive tackle, number 53, bringing down Smith. 1st and 10 now. Another Atwell Exterior Services first down is now 2nd and 9 on the 44. Another high snap by Smalls. Aiden Smalls almost ran in. He ran into his own man. He ran into number 50 of Ivani Flores on the outside lineman. That took the momentum away from Smalls, but Smalls does move the chains for a first down.
Yeah, Ivani's one of our offensive linemen, and he was blocking ahead for Aiden.
1st and 10, ball on the 29. They are heading towards the red zone. Comets need to come back and respond, especially after the Pirates got on the board and they strike blood first here in the playoffs. High snap, but the flags fly.
False start.
False start going to be called on the Comets, so back them up 5 yards. 1st and 15 coming up on the 34.
And we don't want to start that, but, you know.
Yeah, don't want to make these mistakes. Looks like Coach. And by the way, looking ready to get the new play here as it looks like Darian Ellis will run back out on the field. Noah Smith will come out. Looks like this will be a play without a running back set up here. So they got 2 to the left, 3 to the right for the wide receiver spots. High snap, fakes it. It's going to now be a run by Aiden Smalls, then goes to McCoy. McCoy will get to around the 25.
Yep.
Nice run there.
He said McCoy.
Aiden Smalls fakes it to McCoy, as I said. As he ran and caught the ball, he does run with the football, Amy, and he gets to about the 34.
Yeah.
This game will bring up a 2nd and about 7.
2nd and 8 coming up. So a pickup of 7 yards. You could tell, Amy, that was not going to be anything for the running back. Good work there by Mr. McCoy.
He
good acting. Here we go down with Smith with the football. Bobbed and weaved through 1 and got up, moves north.
Yep, he got a gain of about 4 on that.
Smith on the carry, picks up about 3 yards. Should bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 3 coming up. Or 3rd and 5, maybe. Comets trying to run the football. 9 minutes left to go here in the opening quarter. This is the playoffs. You have to win to advance. We will either face the Top Cell Pirates or the Richmond County Raiders. 3rd and 4. Ball on the 23, nearing towards the with the total refrigeration red zone.
He's short.
And I think he might be a yard shy.
Yep. Need to bring in the heavy package right now and go ahead and push it on through.
4th and 1 coming up at around the 21-yard line.
Yeah, we got a heavy package coming out on the field. Cody Whitmer and
Whitmer, Fiore. Here
Weston
comes number
Barr.
63, 75. Of course, that's Aiden Adams, 75. Corey Robinson, the big man. We run up the middle, and we'll move the chains. It will be a 1st and 10.
Yep.
And they also go to the total refrigeration red zone. First down, Comets.
First down.
Paper. Hand me that paper. This playoff game is sanctioned by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association in the state championship playoffs. Sean Delaney. He's been here on the turf before. He is your head referee, Sean Delaney. Chuck Claren is the umpire. Mike Utley is the linesman. Line judge is Marion Carter. Back judge is Scott Plaster. Those are your officials for tonight's playoff game in round number 1. And yes, Amy, we know Sean Delaney very well. I think he officiated the crazy game between Clayton and Willow Spring a couple of weeks ago here at home.
Oh, my Lord, sweet Jesus. Okay. Comets just got a sideline warning?
Comets being given a sideline warning.
No, Corinth got the sideline warning.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Thank you, Kim.
In the question. I'm sorry. Nope.
Yeah, don't wrap them up.
And he couldn't go nowhere, Jack, as you said. Boy, number 53 laying the lumber. There's Lamont Hunt Jr. again, defensive tackle, sophomore.
Even lost a yard. It'll be second down and 11.
It'll be second and 11 now, a loss of a yard. They'll go back to the total refrigeration red zone, but they're going to go back to the 20. Playoffs, round number 1. One of the 64 teams in the state of North Carolina for the 4A bracket. Smalls throws, catch made, and it's good! It's going to go to Tyler Campbell. No, Tavon Evans. Tavon Evans.
Yes, Tavon.
Tavon Evans with the catch.
22-yard catch for Tavon. I mean, 12-yard.
12-yard catch by Tavon Evans, and of course, he has scored a touchdown in 7 out of 10 games this year in the regular season, Amy.
Enough for Comets first down.
It'll also be first and goal on the 8-yard line. Another Atwell Exterior Services first down. Looking for the sip of the cup of tying things up here. Looking to the end zone. He'll go down at around the 6 or 7.
He's around the 9-yard line.
Yeah, I think he lost a yard, actually. That's Noah Smith. By the way, don't forget to join us for the final time. The Vincent's pregame, of course, kickoff show is also where we'll go for the postgame wrap-up party later tonight. I can smell those crab cakes, right?
Yeah.
You don't like crab cakes?
I love crab cakes, but I want different type crab cakes.
Up the middle, Aiden Smalls.
Man, come on.
And they stop him. He goes nowhere.
The keeper stopped by number 9, Mason Berry.
That was number 9, Mason Berry in the linebacker spot, as well as Brett Stevens, the defensive lineman. Defensive end number 44, helping stop number 2 of Aiden Smalls. This is now a 3rd and goal. Remember, I know it says 3rd and 10, but it's 3rd and goal from the 10.
Because
3rd and goal from the 10.
Yardage. Because we've lost some yardage.
They did. They lost 2 yards. And the clock will stop. 5:45.
For an equipment malfunction.
And they're sending McCoy out for an equipment violation. They're going to, oh my goodness. Jaden Chappell will come in, number 4, or number 3, the wide receiver. So he'll come in for McCoy. 5:40 left to go here in the first quarter, midway through in the first quarter. Smalls looking in zone, high in the air. Tavon Evans, touchdown. Is he in? They score! Touchdown, Comets!
That is a very pretty play. We've done that several times.
To the far right side of the end zone. Had great coverage by the Pirates, but still found the breadbasket there. Tavon Evans scores in now 8 out of 11 games in the game's regular season and the playoffs.
And one of Corinth-Holders players is having a hard time believing that happened. Chase Diciata was trying to get the referee's attention on that.
The cornerback, Diciata. But right now, they'll add on the extra point to tie things up. It goes in, Chris Mejia, and it's good. Aiden Smalls with the hold, the snap, the placement, and it's in. Comets have scored. A playoff. Let me get a Comets chant from Mr. C-Man now. and hopefully many, many more of them tonight. A touchdown. It's presented by Clayton Chiropractic. Thanks to Dr. Carl Lloyd. They're located on Main Street right here in Seatown. And for the scoring recap, let's go back down to Kim Winslow.
Yeah, Tavon just wanted that ball more. He came back to the ball that was well defended, but he came over top of the defender, was able to make the catch, come down inbounds. As they went to the ground, that's when the defender tried to grab the ball. So they were kind of tied up together on the ground. The defender thought he had, essentially got an interception, but Tavon definitely had possession of that ball when he came down in the end zone. So touchdown, Comets.
And this time it'll be a touchback for the Pirates from the Comets on that return. So it'll be taken at the 20-yard line. And by the way, I want to thank all of our sponsors. We mentioned Vincent's Pub and Eatery. Thanks to Allstate, Atwell Exterior Services for the first down. Total Refrigeration for the red zone. Clayton Chiropractic touchdown. Thank you also to U.S. Sports Uniforms, Fast Track Designs at the half. Thank you also to Clayton High School Boosters. We also want to acknowledge Clayton Peanut Company. They got some good peanuts, by the way. I ate some the other day from the Kilpatrick family. Thank you to Allison and the Colonel, Will and Parker. Clayton Peanut Company. So glad to have them a part of the Community Radio Network family, not just for football, but also basketball. And by the way, basketball starts next week, believe it or not. 5.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. And the Pirates now meet the defense of the Comets, and they go nowhere. See, now this is what caused problems the last time when there was that big gathering and they never blew the whistle.
Well, and that's on the referees, 100%. They have the ability to control the game. They need to control the game.
Yes.
And any chippiness and stuff, that's going to happen. But control needs to stay with the people that are in the striped suits.
I just think it's crazy that it's 5 minutes left in the first quarter. This is the first we've seen the Comet defense.
I know.
It's Comets defense on the field. You're exactly right.
Ooh,
that was close.
No, they can get back.
That's right. All fair. Comets ready to call for, or the Pirates are. By the way, that is David Jarman, the quarterback.
Is in playing.
He'll throw the football to the far right. Misses one. Got brought down. Had to have another guy bring him down. Well, I'll tell you what, Jackie, you can't make those missed tackles.
Okay. You have to hold on. You cannot let them go. Just because you think they're down does not mean they are down.
And you had two defenders.
Yeah. And Braxton for the first time tonight. Now we're going to see what the Pirates offense can do, handling the defense straight up on the line.
Yeah, you're right. And one of the things this Pirate offense does is they like to air it out a little more than kind of most teams do in the state and in the country. They like to keep it in the air, but tonight I'm curious to see if they're going to keep it on the ground.
And they try to keep it on the ground this time and run into about a pickup of 8 or 9 yards. 2nd and 10 becomes a 3rd and 2. So a 2nd and 2 coming up for the Pirates. Amy, they're running the football right up the heart of the Comets defense. We've seen a lot of missed tackles. You can't make these mistakes here.
You got to hold on. You got to wrap them up and bring them down. Stay on them till you hear the whistle.
Playoffs, round 1. Obviously, these teams going at it. They're both from the Greater News River 4A Conference. Jarman's got help.
Get him.
Had a block. Then he goes down on his own. Jarman met the turf monster, if you will.
He got thrown a little bit off kilter by a couple of our guys and then fell on his own.
We're calling a sack loss of about 6 yards with a 3rd down and 6.
This will set up a big loss, by the way.
Loss of about 5.
Turn it up a little bit for you, Robbie. And the Undertaker bells are chiming. The band also here for the Comets. 3rd and 7. Going to Jarman. Jarman, almost got back. Intercepted. Number 55. Go, baby. Josh Kelly. Touchdown. Josh Kelly. Touchdown. Number 55 on the defense. That's a pick 6 in the playoffs.
I will say we do have a flag here on the Corinth-Holders sideline, so we'll see what the flag is.
Kim Winslow is turnover. Chucky still down there.
Yeah, and give credit to Keyshawn Stansel. He got the initial hand on the ball that tipped it, and Josh was right there. Josh Kelly was right there to make the interception. Still haven't seen a signal yet for the flag, or did they wave it off?
Jackie, zoom out and look at turnover Chucky by Josh Kelly, number 55. To your left. Turnover Chucky doll. It didn't get used at Cleveland, but it is used tonight. And
no good.
Wow, Chris Mahia makes the extra point. On a full moon Friday night, it is now 13-7. And that all got started. And Amy, that all got started by Keyshawn Stansel. He pressured Jarman. I think he got a hand on the ball, batted the ball away, or at least deflected it. And then Josh Kelly was able to intercept it. Pick six, defensive playoff touchdown. How sweet is that, Kim Winslow? Another Clayton Chiropractic sideline report. Touchdown recap.
Hey, it's a little reminiscent of the first time the Comets played the Pirates.
That's right.
I believe they had 2 defensive touchdowns in that game, so they're on track so far. But yes, that was definitely Keyshawn Stansel that got his big paw in there, knocked it up, and again, Josh Kelly was right there to make the catch and the run back.
And there is a Chucky doll, child's play from the movie. There is a turnover Chucky doll. It did not get used any at Cleveland, Amy, but the turnover Chucky doll is used tonight, and of course it's used whenever the defense makes a turnover or a fumble. Clayton is up now 13-7. 2:40, by the way, left in the first quarter. And the Pirates will get ready to receive the football. Last time they got it, it was on a touchback. Comets defense will stay out on the field for the second time in a row. And for the second time in a row, Chris Mahia will launch the football for a touchback at the 20.
Actually, that's Nate Lundgren on kickoff duty tonight.
Thank you, Nate Lundgren. Thank you. Let's give you your Hometown Realty defensive lineup. Defensive end is Tyrell June, as well as Keyshawn Stansel. Defensive tackle, who just scored a touchdown, was Josh Kelly. Your linebackers include Delmont Burke, number 20, number 33, Brandon Faison, and Cody Whitmer, number 4. The safeties include Malachi Atkins, Tayshawn Walker, and your cornerbacks include Cody Larkins and A.K. Kermel, as well as Makai Foy. 13-7. And the defense, Amy, stays right back out on the field again.
Yeah. Our offense should be well rested.
They said we missed it. That's what I was told.
I think that they've awoken a sleeping giant, if you will, Jackie. Whenever they got that kickoff return to start the game for the Pirates, the Comets are now alive, and heartbeat is going here at Clayton to really put on a show for this playoff game.
It is, and Clayton's just got to keep the same momentum, and they've got to keep the same energy, and they've got to be able to max out that energy to overdo Corinth.
Got to remember, Amy, we beat them last time 49-0.
Right.
Not a shutout tonight, but definitely got to keep on playing hard against the Pirates. As number 1 fumbles the football, and the Comets got it back.
No, not yet.
Yes,
we
it
do
is.
now.
Comets ball. Comets ball. Cody Larkins set it up. Cody Larkins set it up there, Amy.
2-yard line, first down.
Wow. And how about that? Just like that, here comes the offense back on the field again. And might I add, in perfect field position, Amy Coates.
Yes. They're on the 22-yard line.
Jackie, zoom out. Look at Coach Banks. Give the football. Give the turnover Chucky to Larkins right there. There it is. Turnover Chucky.
That's what Will was calling me. That's what he called me and say, didn't
And right now, Smalls on the 22, running with the football. He's got room to throw it. Catches it made. It is no good. It's out of bounds.
Pass incomplete, intended out there.
Intended to Tavon Evans. He caught the football, Amy, but he was out of bounds when he caught it. This will be 2nd and 10 coming up on the 22.
10 for the Comets from the 22-yard line.
And we're about 104 seconds left to go in the first quarter of this game. Thank you for joining us. Coverage of round 1 of the playoffs. We'll follow you on the road to state for the town of Clayton, for town and team. And Comet Country proudly. Wesley Outland, proud alumni, along with Amy Coates, Mark Coates, Robbie Worrell. We're up in the booth. Kim Winslow, Braxton Kutchin, Jackie Posey down below. Aiden Smalls runs the football.
Gains about 9.
He's about 2 yards shy. 3rd and 2 coming up. 3rd and 3, actually. 3rd and 3. They're going to say 3rd and 3, so a pickup of 7.
Yeah.
Ball on the 15. They are in the total refrigeration red zone, though, Amy. What are you taking the team so far? Good defense we're seeing, right?
What we're seeing now is somewhat Clayton football. They're on their P's and Q's now. I'm not exactly sure.
Took a little bit to get going.
Yep.
This time they go up the middle. Number 9, that's going to be Mason Berry, the linebacker senior, that makes the stop. And you got a 4th and 3 coming up. So what do you do? Do you go for it?
It's a 4th and 1 now.
4th and 1.
Yeah.
They're going to go for it. So you got a little tush push coming up, if you will.
100%.
Shades of what the Eagles did last night to beat the
Commanders.
To beat the Washington Commanders. Yes.
They're not the Commanders in my book.
Up the middle, it should be Redskins, right?
Yes, 100%.
And did they make it? That's the
No,
question.
I don't think he got it. Nope, I think he was short. This time, instead of doing the tush push, instead of a keeper by
launched
Smalls,
up in the air.
They handed it off to Noah Smith. And he is going to be short.
It is short. It is short.
They tried to change it up that time, and they were not able to convert.
Jubilation for Corinth-Holders. And they're going to get the ball back. Turnover on downs on Clayton. They'll go back to Corinth-Holder. So it'll be 1st and 10, Amy, on the 14 for the Pirates.
We just need to get it back again.
And that's heartbreaking because you were just given a gift on that fumble by Larkins. You were at the 22-yard line.
Yep.
You should have got points out of the deal.
I will have to say Corinth-Holders defense has shown up tonight. I'm impressed with them.
And the Pirates sweep around the right. Boy, ran head on into that player, number 6, on the Comets defense of Makai Foy. And Jackie, I heard you say, oh boy, because that was a hit, wasn't it?
It was, but I definitely thought the group of people had the ball in it over here, so that's why I said, oh Lord, I had to hurry up and follow the ball.
Yeah, that was a nice little bootleg.
We have a plethora of media talent covering this game. Thanks again to Country Superstars 102.3 Curtis Media Group. They're covering, along with Chris Hooks, the football game, as well as Randy Capps from Joco Sports Radio. And, of course, our coverage is always on the Community Radio Network, run up the middle. And that's going to do it. First quarter, done. 13-7. 2nd and 10 when we come back. With the Pirates having the football, it'll actually be a 2nd and 8. Playoffs, state championship on the Community Radio Network. Stay with us.
Atwell Exterior Services, the time is now. With mortgage interest rates up, so many smart homeowners are renovating rather than moving right now, and those who hire Atwell Exterior Services in Greenville are thrilled that they did. For residential roof replacement, roof repairs, roof inspections, and more, done right by a local family business with awesome customer reviews, please visit AtwellEXTServices.com or call to set up a free inspection. Atwell Exterior Services, honesty, integrity, experience. The time is now.
I'm your GPS. Turn right up ahead. You never update me, so now I just have to wing it. I meant turn left up ahead. Recalculating. Turn right now! And your 15-minute insurance might not pay for all this. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Recalculating.
Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate.
2nd and 8, ball on the 37 as we start an interception! Interception by the Comets! He took it away again!
So we did say that Court's defense is pretty good tonight, but offense, I think, let's stay on the bus. They meant to go on the bus and check that out.
Makai Foy on that interception.
All right,
get that turnover. Chucky Doll ready now for a hat trick. Makai Foy this time intercepts the football. He stands up on the top of the on the top of the bleachers. And turnover Chucky. Kim Winslow is being used in fine fashion tonight. That's the 3rd time.
Yeah, that's 3 offensive series for Corinth, and that's 3 turnovers. Makai Foy, he made the catch. He was trying so hard to keep his feet underneath him, but he just couldn't keep his feet. But Comets got the ball. Now we'll see if the offense can do something.
Comets need to run with the
Big
football.
gain here. Flag is down.
Flags are flying. That's Terrace Hobbs. Number 24, Terrace Hobbs was running with the football first time. We've seen him tonight, of course. The sophomore running back at 6 foot, 170 pounds. And Amy, he really stepped up when our starter running back Noah Smith went down. Number 1.
He did, and he's done he did a phenomenal job. And we're using him and Noah together is great. Holding on the Comets. We're going to back it up.
Boy. So, penalty. Going to back him up here. 5 yards. 1st and 17. Ten-yard penalty.
I was going to say, since that was in front of the line of scrimmage, it was going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
That's right. If it was behind the line, it'd be 10 yards from the line of scrimmage, but it's where past the line of scrimmage from the spot of the foul, minus 10 yards. That's why it's 1st and 17, ball on the 37. And they're going to have to call a timeout. Coach Scott Chadwick does not look happy.
Not at all.
Quite frankly, don't blame him. Like he said in Coach's Corner today, you can't have the penalties. The penalties cannot be the reason why.
Yeah, Mark has not got his headset on, but you can kind of hear him in the background.
Know what your job is.
Yes.
Know where you're supposed to be. Know what you're doing at all times.
Got to focus on what's going on for sure.
Yeah, and I think what's got him frustrated is just the discombobulation, I guess you would say, on the offense. It's just they just don't seem to have a good flow to them just yet. Even though they had that almost 7-minute drive in the first quarter. Yep. It was, they had to earn every yard. Nothing seemed to come easy. And now they're just a little bit disjointed.
Well, I don't want to take anything away from what you said, though. Robbie Morrell is doing public address, but he was on the air during the pregame kickoff, and Amy, you said it as well. You were definitely kind of worried about the way they warmed up, how they looked when they came out on the field.
They were a little bit lackadaisical. That's my big word, Kim.
Lackadaisical word by Amy Coates. 1st and 17 on the 37. Presented by Atwell Exterior Services, and it's going to be a run up the middle by Aiden Smalls. He'll move to the right.
And I think it's great that he ran with the ball.
Yes.
However, he did not protect the ball, and if somebody had come up and could have hit it, it would have gone.
That's right.
I don't like that.
Amy, you make because the last game against Corinth, he did have a couple fumbles. It was a little cold out that night, and when it's cold, that ball gets a little slippery.
Yes, it does.
Well, Kim, if you remember, Corinth-Holder, Willow Springs, and Cleveland, they fumbled the football on the opening series. Well, that didn't happen tonight, but there goes helmets coming off. Holy camole, somebody lost a helmet. It's one of the Pirate players, number 16, 53, lost his helmet, of Lamont Hunt Jr. And they're going to move upfield just a little bit now, heading towards the red zone. This will now be a 3rd and 3 on the 23. By the way, the Comets are the playoff home colors. They're wearing white game pants, blue jerseys with white numbers, Clayton on the front there, white helmets with the blue stripe and the famed C
making it
on the
easy to read
their
numbers.
It is, perfectly. The Pirates are wearing blue game pants, white jerseys with purple trim, purple numbers, and their gold and purple helmets with the Pirates logo as well. 3rd and 3. Smalls, he'll fire it. Open man, can he get there? Touchdown, Comets! He's there! Tavon Evans!
Darian Ellis, number 80.
I know. Darian Ellis got the football. Up there with him was Tavon Evans, and Darian Ellis with the touchdown. Darian Ellis. He had 3 receptions for 32 yards versus Cleveland. Another touchdown for number 80. And Kim, that was trust. He trusted his wide receiver. He was at the far of the end zone. Smalls launched it. Chris Mejia will add on the extra point. It's 20-7.
Yeah, Darian Ellis had his defender beat, and he threw it over the top, which almost looked like it might have been too far, but Darian Ellis laid out just about as far as he could.
He sure
got
did.
the ball. Touchdown, Comets.
Gotta trust your man.
Yes, you
Amy,
do.
and that's exactly what just happened, because he was not on the ground when he caught that football. He was sideways, but he had his arms on that ball when it came down on the turf.
He had it. Well, he brought it in when he hit the turf.
And touchdown Comets. It is 20-7 now. 20-7. This is the type of offense or the type of Comets we're used to seeing. And Amy, can we add to this as well? You can't play sloppy in playoff football.
No, you
cannot.
You have to play pretty perfectly during playoff football.
That's right. That's right.
To continue on. And a lot of the things that I've seen Clayton do tonight, the discombobulation, the lackadaisicalness.
There's your 2 words again.
Yeah. And then just some of the mental mistakes that it appears that they're struggling with, and you know, a little bit of hot dogging that is upsetting the coaches and stuff. And there's no place for that on the field.
Yeah, no need to be hot dogging. Just do it. Just do your job.
Do your job.
Am I right, Kim, for another All-State Sideline Report? Just go out there and do your job. That's what you need to do. Celebrate hot dog after it's all said and done. But right now, go out there and do your job. 1st and 10, ball on the 20. And the Pirates will be able to have the football again.
But for how long?
That's the question, Jackie. You're exactly right.
I think we've lost Kim. I don't know that she can hear us.
Is Kim around?
I think I saw her talking.
Yeah, she's talking to somebody else. 1st and 10, ball on the 20. Jarman goes up the middle. And number 8 running with the football.
And y'all just gonna let him run it up. Y'all just gonna let him run it up.
Helpers, and that was number 8.
And I'll tell you, he did exactly what he should. He got behind one of his defenders and one of the offensive linemen, and he got in his back pocket, and he ran it through.
But I tell you what, Braxton, Anton Pierce found an opening, ran right up the middle, and it took about 4 times before the Comets defense brought him down.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And one of the things Corinth-Holders has to remember right now is they're not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination. That kickoff return early, it's a 2-possession game. If you can soak up a lot of clock right now and go down and put some points on the board, that'd be huge, not only for your defense to get a break, but, you know, just for a confidence for the whole team right now. After the stop, the 4-down stand in here in the red zone, and then the kickoff return for the touchdown, I mean, this sideline was hopping, man, and there was some juice down here. Those guys just harnessed that. We could be in for an interesting night, but right now Clayton looking really sharp on offense.
Yeah, we saw how excited they were whenever the ball got turned over on downs on that 4th and 1 by the Comets. Here comes now Jarman. Throw, catch made. And here comes number 16 running with the football. That, of course, is Brendan Stevens.
Wrapped him up.
He'll get brought down by another number 16 and number 10 on the defense. That was Dravion Parker and Charles Smith.
There's a flag on the play, and I believe it's going to be roughing the passer. Kim beat me to it.
Kim and Jackie fighting for the call there.
We're just in sync. We'll see, but it was back where they would normally call that.
Sean Delaney is the referee. We'll wait to see what the white hat calls.
There was nobody else back there besides the Comet defender and the quarterback. So.
Yeah, I was going to say after the ball was thrown.
Yeah, there it is. Roughing
number 11 on
number 11. Roughing the passer.
That's going to add another 15 yards at the end of that play.
Being called for roughing the passer. They had already moved the chains, Amy, for a 1st and 10 on the 32. Now it's a 15-yard penalty in favor of the Pirates. They'll move them up another 15 yards.
That is not what we want.
No.
Absolutely not.
No, you just made about a good 30-yard play up the field, Braxton Cutchin, if you're David Jarman and the Corinth-Holder Pirates, and I know Carl Smith's got to be happy with that.
And that he does. And right now, Corinth-Holders, the penalty helps, but a good-looking drive.
And here comes another 5 yards going to the Pirates because the Comets moved.
And this was one thing I was going to say
earlier. I didn't see him move.
And this one thing I was.
Oh, they did. They moved back.
They did. They moved, guys. It's a penalty on Clayton. They're going to back them up 5. Or move Corinth-Holder 5 yards. Yeah.
Yeah, they moved, and the issue isn't that they moved, it's that one of them did not get back.
Yeah, that's one of the differences in high school.
Just a little bit.
That's one of the differences in high school. You can move. In college, you can move. You can cross the line, but as long as you get back.
Right.
But in high school, the minute you cross that line,
right,
that's going to be a penalty.
That was Jarman to Jamal Newsom, number 21, the right receiver to the far left. It's incomplete. This one will be a 2nd and 5 coming up now for the Pirates. Corinth-Holder on the season, 6 and 4. They lost the game at the beginning of the year, and then they lost 3 games straight after they lost to Clayton. Comets were 9-1. What a season they've had. They lost 37-35 to Cleveland for the Greater News Conference Championship. Little pushing and shoving going on.
Yeah, it's getting chippy. At least I hear some whistles blowing, which I didn't hear in the other game.
That's true. By the way, Clayton will try to win 10 games tonight, back-to-back seasons for the first time since 2002 and 2003. Only 3 times in the program's football history have the Comets won 10 games in consecutive years. How about that, Amy?
That's awesome.
Comets are 15-1 of their last 16 home games. Last year's first-round playoff game, they beat the Southview Tigers 55-20. Right now, it's 20-7. Comets have outscored their opponents 158-41 in second half of football games.
And Keyshawn was on that tackle, and he did not let go. He held on to his shirt tail and brought him down.
So they're going to move the chains, though. It'll be about a 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 5 coming up. And they are in the red zone. They're in the Comets red zone. The Pirates are.
So they moved the yard marker to 2nd and 6, yep.
Another All-State sideline report. Braxton Kutchin, the Pirates, they're driving. They're heading your way. I see you over there at the 10-yard line.
They're really well right now.
Can't hear you, buddy.
It was cutting in and out. There we go.
You got me now?
Yes, sir. Number 8 running with the football. That's Anton Pierce. Go ahead, buddy.
Hey, yeah, and they're driving right now, and they're putting together a good, solid drive, like I said earlier. If they,
This is a different team, Amy, than what we saw a couple of weeks ago by the Pirates. And me and Jackie were talking about this, and this is what I fear.
They're playing to stay alive, and you can't go to sleep on a team that's playing to stay alive.
Absolutely. And you think about, they've had 3 turnovers, and they're getting ready to make this a 1-score game.
Yes.
That's right.
They're trying.
3 turnovers and still a 1-score game if they can punch this in the end zone. It's a 3rd and 4. Ball on the 14-yard line. Jarman to Pierce up the middle, and they got him. They snatched him up. He ain't going nowhere. Once again, Keyshawn Stansel made it happen.
Well, they're saying he gained about 2 on it. About 1, actually. He with a gain of 1 on that. So they're going to go for it. I don't blame them.
I think they brought their putt team out.
They are going to go for a field goal, actually, a field goal. But remember, it could be a fake. We've seen that.
Yes, we have.
It could possibly be a fake. We saw it several times this year. Maximus Gladwell is going to try to go for about a 26-yard field goal. Is it up? Has it got the distance? It does. It's good. Straight line through the uprights. It's a 10-point game here at Nixon-Fowler. 20-10, a 4th and 3. Braxton Kutchin, the Pirates wanted to get some points out of the deal. They didn't go at it on 4th down. They at least went for a field goal. It is good. It's a 10-point lead for Clayton now.
Yeah, and that's one thing they can use to build momentum off of. Obviously, you would love to have 7 there, but being able to put points on the board and get a drive for the offense that they can kind of get in the flow, know they can put points up on the board against this stout Clayton defense, which we have seen play fantastic all year long. But even being able to put points on was huge.
Yeah.
No, you're talking. I just can't hear you.
Sometimes you have to almost keep it between the 20s on the other side. But I'm almost surprised that they didn't go for it, given that the first 3 series, first 3 possessions, they had turnovers. This time they had a really good offensive drive. I thought they were, moving the ball pretty well. I thought they might go for it to get those 3 yards, but they went for 3.
They surely did. And Amy, at the end of the day, you just want to put points on the board, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, and it's early yet, so they didn't have to. They didn't have to go for it. So
20-10. Comets lead by 10 in this playoff game. And the Comets will receive the football. Running with the football is going to be number 82, Samaj Richardson. And Samaj Richardson went from straight to right, back to left, back our view towards the tower. And when he did, Amy, the defense of the Pirates stopped all that momentum of going north.
Yes. And a lot of times it's hard. Kids have a very hard time of understanding north-south. They think they can run east-west and gain more ground a lot of times. And that does not always work that way for them.
1st and 10, ball on the 34.
For no gain.
No gain being made. Jackie, what's your take of the game right now? Only a 10-point game. Some good things, bad things by Clayton and Corinth-Holders, you think?
Well, Corinth was able to get an offensive run instead of giving a turnover. That's positive for them. They needed it, but I'm with Kim. I think if I was them, I would have gone for it.
High snap to Smalls. It's going to be a fake to Smith. He runs now. Got room to throw. Instead, he clears by one of the men. Gets about to the 45 and runs out of bounds. You were saying, Jackie?
No, I was just going to say I wouldn't be running the ball too many times if I was Clayton because Corinth has picked up on it.
Clayton, by the way, number 4 in the high school OT 919 area code rankings going into the playoffs. Are number 21 in the high school OT statewide poll. Clayton is number 10 in the state in the Associated Press 4A poll.
And we've got a 3rd and 2 here. Clayton driving, not the best drive, but let's see what we do
just
here.
Gotta move up the field, right, Amy? Just get a couple of yards here, a couple of yards there. There goes Noah Smith.
And Noah's not.
He goes nowhere. I think he goes right back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes a 4th and 2 coming up.
And that's the thing. I mean, they're loading about 8 in the box. They're going to try and stop the run. And they are absolutely clogging up the middle. And it's been slow going for Noah Smith. He's getting, anywhere from -2 to +3 yards. He's just struggling there up there in the middle. So we'll see what they do if they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they bring the heavy package in.
Here comes the heavy lumber. Here comes the big man on a 4th and 2 on the 42.
Oh, there was nowhere to go.
They are going nowhere.
I mean, that whole line, he had to get 2 yards, and that whole line collapsed, and he had absolutely nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
Noah Smith and Aiden Smalls are trying to plead their case to the coaches. And now we got flags on the play. They're going to call a penalty on the Pirates. They're going to call a penalty on the Pirates. This might give the ball back to the Comets. Robbie, could this give the ball back to Clayton? No. Post-possession foul. Okay.
That's what I was going to say. The play was over. Would have been a turnover on downs. All it would do, I think, would back them up.
I wish we could have got the football back, but it happened after the whistle blew.
Yep.
Amy, I don't know why one of the Pirate players were complaining to the referee. That's Chase. Yeah, Desadia. Remember he was not being and seeing earlier.
He tried to plead his case in the end zone earlier.
And who knows? They're writing stuff down, so it could be an unsportsmanlike. Maybe he said something. We'll see what they call.
Sean Delaney is the referee.
Wait,
They're calling unsportsmanlike conduct on both the Pirates and the Comets. I'm confused. What did we just see, Kim? He pointed at Clayton and then he pointed at Corinth-Holder.
Yeah, I didn't see what the signal was when he pointed to Clayton, but then he called unsportsmanlike on Corinth, and they did move the ball back 15 yards.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 43.
No, I'm good, thank you.
1st and 10, ball on the 43 because a penalty was called against the Pirates. I'll be honest with you, Amy, when Clayton's letting Corinth-Holders stay in this football game.
Yeah, and there's a lot of football game left.
There is.
That is not what I wanted to see.
Midway point of the second quarter, first half. And looks like now Coach Scott Chadwick is having a word with the referee to try to get an explanation about something here. Boy, oh boy, when it rains, it pours.
What we need is another turnover.
Let's go defense! And you let them go.
Wow. And there go the Pirates. He's in the end zone. Is he there? I think he's a yard shy. No sign given yet. They're about a yard or two shy from the end zone.
Yeah, they're marking it too.
On the bootleg play, on the left sideline, knocked out of bounds at about the 3 or 4 yard line. It'll be a first down for the Pirates.
Yeah, on that one, it looked like Cody Larkin was coming in thinking maybe he could pick it off. He tried to jump the route. Instead, he missed it, and the receiver was there, and obviously huge gain. They've got it at the 1 yard line.
Well, Braxton, they're heading their way to you, back towards the end zone. I made an adjustment on distance. Maybe that'll fix it up for you, buddy.
Yeah, that might be it right there. But, yeah, again, that's why you take your points right there in the last drive, and they're in the end zone for a touchdown, Pirates.
There it is.
But, yeah, that's why you take your points down here on that 4th and 3. Exactly. I was kind of surprised they did. They went. They took their field goal, but hindsight 2020, that's why the coaches did it. They had faith in their kicker. He put it through the uprights. And now, pending this PAT, Corinth-Holders could cut this to a 3-point game.
They could cut this to a 3-point game. It could possibly become 20-17. And you have put the Pirates back in the catbird seat. Come on, Clayton. This is the playoffs. Extra point through the uprights. Good by Maximus Gladwell. It's a 3-point game, Amy Coates.
It is. And once again, this is why you don't like playing somebody that
you've already played.
That we've already played that has nothing to lose and everything to gain.
We think about basketball. You know, I think about Marlon Lee or former Coach Simmons when he played basketball and they played Cleveland or they played Garner. You know, you play them 2 times during the regular season.
Right.
You might play them during a tournament. You might play them during the playoffs or the conference tournament.
Basketball is a totally different animal.
But it's hard to beat the same team
that many times.
Right,
yes.
Right. And obviously, 2 times for a football team in this hurdle. And Kim Winslow, down to you for another All-State Sideline Report. The Comets defense, we've seen some good things, but it seems like the Pirates made adjustments, and they have found their way to close in and reel the deal on this offense, leading 2017 for Clayton.
Well, the Comets have gotten 3 turnovers, and on that one, they went for another one. When you whiff on trying to jump a route and you don't get it, that leaves wide open green grass on the other side, and Corinth took advantage of it. A huge play got them back in this game.
And just like that, straight drive, straight line to one of our Comet players.
Right to River Fiore.
River Fiore with the football. He'll drop at the 40. Maybe a pickup of about 13 yards, Amy, before he went down. River Fiore will give the Comet offense first and 10 on the 40-yard line. Jackie, you're taking what we're seeing right now. It's a whole new ball game. Only down by 3 is the Pirates.
Defense, seems like defense is trying to get a little tired because they've been on the field for a little bit, but defense has got to step back into it. Offense has got to show up and do something again.
Yes. We need to calm down and focus.
Yes, ma'am. This ain't neither one of them's first rodeo, so they just need to go on out there and do what they need to do.
And whistles blow, flags fly here.
Hadn't seen a flag.
I ain't seen a
flag. I saw a whistle blow. Okay. Well, like the side judge, or is that the line judge? Marion Center wanted to check with the linesman there. All right, here we go. Comets first and 10. Ball on the 41. Smalls. It's a fake to Hobbs. He'll launch it. He'll throw it.
There we go. First down. Oh, Lord, I went too far. My bad.
Move the chains. Catch made by Demarius McCoy. Demarius McCoy caught the football. Wide receiver, senior, catching the football. Will move the chains or head toward Pirates territory. Amy, and it is an Atwell Exterior Services first down on the 45.
That looked a little bit better.
We'll get analysis from Mark and Robbie at the half. I'd love to hear what Mark's got to say. He's shaking his head right now.
No, you probably don't want to know what he's thinking. It might be a Robbie Wesley halftime.
Robbie Wesley halftime report. Smalls throws. Oh, it's almost.
It was almost intercepted by
Yes, sir. Boy, it was intended for Campbell. Intended for Tyler Campbell. Number 9 had great coverage. He was Mason Berry, the linebacker, all around Campbell. It's incomplete. It's 2nd and 10. Remember, this is the playoffs. There is no tomorrow. You have to win. Terrace Hobbs running the football. Maybe a pickup of 3. There's a flag thrown in from the back judge.
And it looks like it's going to be on Corinth because one of the players is trying to plead his case.
That was Scott Plaster that threw the flag in from the back judge area. And I think they're going to call it on Van Smith, the strong safety. So a flag on the play. We'll wait to see what Sean Delaney will call for. We're at the top of the hour. Also, we'll pause quickly for 10 seconds of network identification. This is the state championship football playoffs on the Community Radio Network.
Community Radio Network. WCRN 87.9 FM. Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
So a holding call against the Pirates will move the Comets. Was it face mask?
He said face mask.
No, he
said holding. He said holding.
It looked like he did this.
He was a little animated with his.
Okay.
It was holding. It wasn't a face mask. It was holding.
It sure looked like he grabbed his face.
It was a holding call. 1st and 10 on the 33. Smalls.
Come on, Smalls.
Room to run. Throws it. And no one's home. Look out, Comet Crew. Hey, Kim, by the way, are the Comet Crew wearing pajamas tonight for football as cold as it is? Is that what I'm getting?
It certainly looks like pajama night. They wanted to come get comfy cozy.
Jackie, if you move your camera to the left, all the way over there, you can see the Comet Crew standing, and they're wearing pajamas. If you zoom in.
Was it holding?
Pajamas by the Comet Crew tonight.
So Clayton just got backed up a little bit. So we'll go and
penalty against the Comets. Back him up 5 yards. Amy, I will say there's not been many flags as there's been in the past tonight.
There's still been more than we need.
Yes, ma'am.
There has been penalties, though. Yes.
Why are you running back?
Wow, Aiden Smalls, flag thrown in, but he's still on his feet running. And he breaks away, and he moves to the 30, maybe more. River Fiore just got dropped.
And there's flag on the field, so we're getting ready to move it back some more.
There's a chance, when they switch directions like that it could be holding. There's also a chance it could be face mask, just the way they came in when he initially changed direction. So
True.
It's going to be a big gain one way or the other.
Oh, it must have been face mask. Okay,
Yep,
that
it
was
was
a face
face
mask.
So there is a penalty on the Pirates.
Yeah, as soon as McCoy came back in the other direction,
his head turned.
Yep, and the Pirate defender wasn't in position. He reached up, just grabbed the face mask.
So a face mask against the Pirates. Comets will move up the field. It'll be now a 2nd and 7. They'll redo the down again. I'm confused. Is it 2nd and 6 or 1st and 6? Throwing the football, open man, got it. Tavon Evans. Evans to the 10, and he's out of bounds. Tavon Evans caught the football, 15-yard catch. They are in the total refrigeration red zone, and they're back to another Atwell Exterior Services first down.
Yeah, that's going to be about a 19-yard gain for number 19.
Tavon Evans.
That was a big play that we needed. So let's see if we can make some chicken salad right now.
And ready now to see what he can do. The Comets now trying to respond. 1st and 10 on the 10. It's 1st and goal on the 10, by the way. Going to Hobbs. There goes Hobbs running with the football. He's in.
No, that was a quarterback keeper. Aiden Smalls with the keeper. 9-yard touchdown.
Way to go,
Aiden Smalls ran the football. Great acting by Terrace Hobbs. I was trying to get it out. Aiden Smalls kept the football. He runs to the end zone. Touchdown, Comets.
Once again, Whitmer on the snap, falls on the hold.
And Amy, if they can add on the extra point, Comets can go back up by 10 again.
Would be nice.
Chris Mahaya ready for the hold. The snap by Smalls through the uprights, and it is good. 27-17.
So with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the first
As we move into under 4 minutes left to go in the first half. 27-17. Let's hear from the C-Man. There you go. Thank you, C-Man. 27-17. It is a 10-point lead.
For the Comets.
Terrace Hobbs did some great acting. Aiden Smalls kept the football, ran right up the middle. It's another Clayton Chiropractic touchdown. And for the scoring recap, here's Kim Winslow down to the sideline.
Number 2, Parker Ferguson back deep for the Pirates.
Yeah, in the last couple offensive possessions, Comets got scores because they got great field possession field position by the Comet defense creating those turnovers. This time they had to earn every one of those yards, and Comets actually made some big plays in the air. Again, still struggling a little bit with the run, although that 9-yard run by Aiden Smalls puts another 7 on the board for the Comets.
Catch made at around the 2 by number 83. That's Demarion Hicks. Demarion Hicks still on his feet. Flag is thrown into the pile. He'll go down and around the 35.
And I think that's the reason why they to get the touchbacks on the last few kickoffs. Forgive that initial kickoff return for a touchdown. They've been kicking it deep. That time he gets it at the 2, runs it all the way back, but it looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Pirates.
Unbelievable.
Flag will be against the Pirates for an illegal block in the back. They'll move him back.
Black in the back on the Pirates. That'll back him up. Braxton, what's the vibes like on the sideline? They're only down by 10. What a matchup we're seeing in this playoff game. As I said, don't underestimate the Pirates. They have come to play football, and somebody's not going to be continuing after night's end.
Yeah, they're optimistic down here. There's a lot of energy. Want to execute the little things right now. That's kind of what the coaches are preaching. And just, you can get some points right here, take the time off the clock, and cut this to 1 possession before going into half. I think Corinth-Holders will be really happy to do that.
3.5 minutes left to go here in the first half of this game. As the band plays on, they're not doing the organ trail at halftime, but they are here for the Comet crew and moral support to hype them up as the Pirates, I don't know, Amy, maybe get a yard, if that, 3.
No, they got 4.
Yeah, it didn't look like it from here.
Number 11, Tyrell June in on the tackle.
Understanding Tyrell June on the tackle, the defensive line sophomore. 3 minutes left to go here. Just after 8 p.m. Eastern time, first round of the playoffs. Number 13, Clayton, hosting number 20, Corinth-Holders. Pirates coming to tonight's game at 6-4. Comets coming to tonight's game at 9-1. Winner of this game will face either the Richmond County Raiders or the Topsail Pirates. Next Friday night in round 2, whoever advances. 2nd and 6, ball on the 20. Pirates go nowhere, or do they?
Nope.
1-2 missed tackles, Jackie, and then they finally bring him down.
That's exactly what it needed to be happening.
Wow.
Pierce on the carry for the Pirates, no gain. Number 9.
They're going to say there was no gain, by the way. That was running back Anton Pierce running the football.
Yeah, and the ball came loose.
3rd and 6.
Came up with it. They were hoping to get the turnover. It was Tayshawn Walker that came up with it, but they called him down. As you said, this will bring up about 3rd and 5.
Coming up, it'll be the U.S. Sports Uniforms. Fast Track Designs at the half. Robbie Morrell and myself will give analysis on the game. 27-17. And we got flags flying. No, we got a timeout. Timeout by the Pirates here. Got a timeout. We'll take one with them. Here's a quick word from Wake County Speedway.
Fractions of a second can be the difference between victory and defeat at the finish line. America's favorite bull ring is back in action for a summer of Friday night NASCAR Regional Series racing. Tickets are just $15 and available online in advance at WCSpeedway.com or at the gate starting at 6 on race nights. Wake County Speedway, 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh. WCSpeedway.com.
And under 2 minutes remaining, 27-17, 3rd and 5 on the 21 for the Pirates. Comets defense got to step up here and make a big play. Remember, the Comets will receive the football, Amy, to start the 3rd quarter.
Correct.
So that's something in favor of Clayton. As they stop the Pirates, it's a throw, no one home, incomplete, 4th down coming up. Looked like it was intended for number 2 of Parker Ferguson or Elijah Linder, but it is incomplete.
And this is going to be our
3 and out, Amy.
The first punt of the game. Yes.
You're exactly right. Amy Kim just hit it on it. First time tonight the Pirates have had to punt the football.
Back deep for the Comets, standing at about his own 47-48-yard line.
But I've said all year, though, Amy, watch out for the fake punch. We've seen them try to do it to Clayton's defense many times this year on special teams. Maximus Gladwell kicks the football. It goes high, but it drops at midfield. McCoy will let it roll all the way to the 42.
38.
Or the 38, actually. Correction. So it's going to go to the 38, and it'll be a 1st and 10 on the 38. Here's something good. 2-minute drill, Amy, for the Comets. Get the ball, run the ball, stop the clock, get a touchdown, get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
That would be awesome.
I think every time there's a punt, it drives me insane.
Yes.
That players do not just away from the ball. That is not a round ball. It's going to take funny hops.
Yes,
you do not want to be
just
anywhere near that
back.
ball.
Just shuffling back like it's no big deal. That drives me crazy as well.
And they just let the ball do what it did. One-hander, by the way, by Smalls on that snap. Throws, catch made. Tavon Evans says he's out of bounds at midfield.
By number 19,
pick up a 12.
48-yard line of the Pirates.
48-yard line.
That's an 18-yard gain.
Put him at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. That's another Atwell Exterior Services 1st down. 97 seconds left in the 1st half. So they have moved into Pirate territory at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, ball on the 48. QB1 junior, Aiden Smalls. High snap, got the ball. He's going to launch it. Catch, overthrown, almost picked off. Number 13.
Coverage in there by number 4, Van Smith, and number 13.
Yeah, that one sailed a little high over Tavon. And Tavon's a tall kid, but that one sailed a little high. And that was almost disaster.
Almost an interception and a takeaway by Chase Diesta. Tavon Evans was ready to try to catch that rocket, Amy, but it just launched a little higher than where the 19's paws were.
Yep. And Desiata has been all over the field tonight.
Oh, no.
Throw the ball away.
Aiden Smalls just got dropped.
Where's the flag? There we
That's
go.
intentional. Well, yeah, that's roughing the thrower.
I believe it's going to be a face mask.
Number 2, Aiden Smalls. He just got dropped at the 25, but there's a flag on the play.
That would be the definition of unnecessary roughness.
Unnecessary roughness about to be called on the Pirates.
It'll be a loss on the play of about 10 yards, 12 yards, but there's a flag on the play.
Wow. I mean, Amy, why would you do that? Literally, you made a great play, and now you have literally got an unnecessary roughness call on Corinth-Holders, where you thought Clayton was going to go back in La Land. Now they're going back about to pick up about.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
I don't know, 30 and 7, 30 and 8 coming up.
This is the world according to a mama who has 2 football players.
Yes.
I'm not glad we got the penalty. It saved us a little headache, but that ball should have been thrown away. There is no reason for somebody to hold the ball and get run back as far as they just got run
Gotcha.
back.
Yeah. Should have threw the ball away.
Ellis, Campbell.
So Amy says you should have threw the ball away, and Mark goes and says, I agree with you off mic.
Now, he patted me on the back to tell me to calm down is what he did.
Calm down?
Yes.
3rd and 7 for the Comets.
We got Mark's mic muted. Yeah, he ain't even wearing it, but I don't want to pick up any of his dialogue in the background. There is 83 seconds left to go here. 1:23 left to go in the first half. Smalls, 3rd and 7, catch made! It is good, and it's a first down. That is Demarius McCoy.
About 10 from Smalls is enough for the Comet. First down.
And Kim Winslow, back down to you for another All-State sideline report. We've seen Clayton and Smalls do this several times. You think they're out, and they come back and they make a big play to get right back in it again.
Yeah, we've seen Clayton be a strong running game this year, but tonight they're getting it done through the air.
Throw,
he's looking for Tavon again.
Oh.
Is he out of bounds?
Did he catch the football, but it's out of bounds?
Yeah, he was
a 34-yard touchdown for Tavon Evans.
And he was over the pylon.
Tavon Evans caught the football almost 35 yards.
Have yourself a game, Tavon Evans.
Wow.
Way to go, Tavon.
Tavon Evans, number 19, 35-yard throw from Smalls, and it's a touchdown at the right of the end zone, school side. And the Comets did exactly, Amy, what we needed them to do with under a minute to go here in the first half of this game. And now, Chris Bahia to add on the extra point. The hold by Smalls through the uprights, and it is good.
Perfect.
I said they did it in less than a minute, but the Comets wanted to run the football. Can't hear the headset?
I couldn't right then, but I think it's because of all the other noise.
The C-Man celebrates. Is that better?
That's much better.
There we go.
I think what it is I'm getting all the noise from downstairs.
Oh, your volume wasn't turned up either.
Sorry.
So we turned it back up. Back down to you for a Clayton Chiropractic touchdown scoring update. Kim, as exactly what me and Amy said, you had 2 minutes, run a 2-minute offensive drill. They did it in less than a minute. They get a touchdown, and oh, by the way, they get the football to start the third quarter.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you got a passing game that's moving.
That's
Again, they kind of got saved by that penalty. Instead of a 3rd and forever, it was a 3rd and 7. They were able to convert on that, and then obviously the long pass. Tavon Evans is having himself a game tonight.
He is. Perfect playoff game for number 19, Tavon Evans, who, by the way, in 8 of 11 games has scored at least one touchdown or more. And now special teams has got to really step up, Jackie, and make some big stops here because this is being in really favor of Corinth-Holders.
You just let them run the damn ball, and you cannot allow them to run the damn ball up the field.
There's an E.
That's what it's for.
That's an E on Jackie.
Sorry.
I'm going to start charging penalties for.
Call me Mark Coach Jr.
You say that.
Well, sometimes they're necessary.
I say we add Christmas bonuses. If you use a dirty word, you got to put it in the jar, right?
And then the one that doesn't say anything ugly gets it at the end. That would be me.
That would be it. Yeah.
Me or Kim.
Well, I've been good so far. So far.
Not the rest of the year, just tonight.
So far.
Just tonight. Yeah. Shall we replay 2 weeks ago?
First and 10 on the 40. I'm not listening to y'all. Up the middle, Pirates.
Lay him down! Lay him down!
And 2 missed tackles. And then finally a whistle's blown.
Yeah, I'm going to say this like I have said every game, and I think everybody will agree with me that I've been on the mic.
Yeah.
You have to wrap them up and bring them to the ground, and you don't let go until you hear the whistle.
Yeah.
Oh, I have another Coates sighting.
Yeah, there's another Coates here tonight.
We have another Coates here? Which one? Will Coates is here?
He's getting ready to come up.
And it's a reverse and a run
by
the Pirates, and they got room to run. Bring him down.
There you go.
Dang, wow.
Now that was a tackle.
Number 9, Malachi.
Way to go, Malachi.
Stop for a Comet. After an 8-yard gain, the first down Pirates. Nice
Malachi Atkins said, welcome to Friday Night SmackDown in C-Town. Robbie's thinking they're going to throw the football here. Braxton, down to you. What's morale like now with the Pirates as they just called a timeout, boss?
Right now, they're a little, I think agitated would be the best word, because on that last offensive drive for Clayton, on that penalty that helped Clayton to get the good field position and convert on that 3rd and 7, Corinth-Holders coaches were complaining they didn't hear a whistle. So that was one thing they were talking about, that with a late hit, and then they were talking about they didn't hear the whistle, and for there to be a late hit, you got to hear the whistle. And then, they feel like they've, on that touchdown pass, from my vantage point, it actually looked like the ball was caught inbounds and out at the 1, and that's what Pirates fans saw on this side, and players and coaches, but being called a touchdown. So a little agitated, but trying to fight through adversity is what they're doing.
And you can see the Comet defense, they're looking for a long pass. In fact, they've got 2 wide receivers deep, kind of guarding the end zone.
Jarman throws, catch made. On his feet, number 11 running. That's Elijah Linder, the wide receiver, at around the 30. And we do have a, Jackie was right, we do have a coach sighting.
Corinth-Holders 17 and the Clayton Comets 34.
We do have a coach signing. And just like that, it is halftime, and Amy's going to have spend some time with her son, Will.
I've got Coach Chadwick here.
Go ahead,
Coach
Kim.
Chadwick, this is playoff football, win or go home. The way the game started, the Pirates looked like they didn't want to go home after we beat them 49-0 the first time.
Well, I've been telling people all week that game got us nothing, and hopefully people understand now, and hopefully all your listeners do, because y'all should have a pretty good radio crowd tonight, since they all must be listening on the radio, because a lot of them aren't here.
Yeah, apparently cold weather scared some of them off for some reason. It's been a little tough sledding with the rushing game tonight, but Comets are getting it done through the air. What do you got to do to get the running game going in the second half?
Well, I don't know. If we can keep throwing it the way we'll keep on throwing it. They're stacking the box pretty good, and by the pass games.
Awesome. Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you, Kim Winslow. That, of course, was the coach, Scott Chadwick, as again 34-17 is the score. I believe Braxton Kutchin is standing by with Carl Smith. I think he's trying to grab him for an interview. We'll grab Carl Smith here momentarily.
Yeah, right now he's having a meeting with his coaches, kind of going over what they want to go over. But I'll try and see if I can grab him either right after this meeting with his coaches or at the end of the half.
Thank you, Braxton. So we have heard from Coach Scott Chadwick. And right now it is 34-17. Oh, we got Bland in the house. Not only do we got Will Coates, we got Mason Bland here. Mason, put on the headset, buddy. How you been? How's life been treating you, buddy?
Hey, life's been treating me good, Wesley, man.
What are you doing these days?
I'm at USW and I manage a bar. That's what I do.
So you manage a bar.
I do.
So remember to be 21 or older to drink, and please drink responsibly.
Absolutely. Especially these high school kids. Don't do it.
I got you. What's your take of this football game right now? What's your take of the season the Comets football's had this year?
Hey, well, I'll just say this, all right? I never lost against Corinth-Holders, and I don't think it's going to happen tonight. All right, yeah. Clayton's the better C. It is what it is. Clayton's always been the better C in Johnston County, and it's going to show tonight.
It's right now 34-17. I will say this, though. You heard what Coach Chadwick said. He said that game that we played a couple of weeks ago meant absolutely nothing, even though we shut them out 49-0. Now they're really playing hardball and giving us a run for our money.
Yeah, it's all right. They can only last so long against this Clayton defense, and once again, this is the way it is being part of the better C.
There you go. Man, it's so good to catch up with you, Mason. Thanks, buddy. Mason,
good to catch up with you. Thank you.
We saw him earlier. And, all right, we're going to be joined now by Robbie Worrell because Mark Coates is on strike. Oh, wait a minute. Breaking news. Marcus put it on the headset.
He's putting it on. Look out. He's putting it on. I'm going to slide a little more to my right over here.
Mark, what's your take of this game? Right now, Comets are back up by 17.
They are. You want the honest truth?
Yeah, go ahead. Be honest with me.
As far as I'm concerned, they're not playing that good. They're not this time of year. I don't think Aiden's protecting the football the way he should. Our defense, for whatever reason,
right,
isn't playing like they played in the last 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, I don't know what the deal is. Clayton's a good team. We've got good coaches, but something's going on. I don't know what it is, but right now we're ahead 34-17. But they've turned the ball over. We're taking advantage of it some.
Then we've intercepted the football, and they fumbled the football, Robbie Worrell, and there's been a couple of times that Clayton's not been able to capitalize from these gifts being given by the Pirates.
Yeah, you look at it. We talked about turnovers start the game. We got a pick six. So once again, we're up by 17. But again, it's coming down to turnovers. But again, to Mark's point, a little bit of ball insecurity. No turnovers yet, but a little ball insecurity. But defensively, what I'm seeing is that, let's give Corinth-Holders credit. They got number one. He's a good running back holder. But Corinth has picked up and made some adjustments. They've run the bootleg 3 times. It's been wide open, no backside contained. So, again, I think the Clayton coaches have something they have to fix at halftime in order to keep this where it is. And ultimately, Wesley and Mark, we know where the better athletes happen to be, and that's just the truth. It is what it is. But Corinth's playing hard.
They got to be in position, though.
Yeah. Corinth's playing hard, but that's what I'm saying. If we play positional football and do what we're supposed to do, the Comets should come out victorious in this ballgame.
It's right now 34-17. By the way, this is U.S. Sports Uniforms and Fast Track Designs at the half. Again, Clayton has been known statistically through the year. Comets have been 158-41 in second half of games. This is when they shine in the third and fourth quarter, Robbie, coming up.
Yeah, you're right, Wesley. But and then you look at it. We talked about it, I think, a couple 2 or 3 games ago. We talked about that middle 8 minutes.
Hold that thought. Let's go down to the field and grab head coach of the Pirates of Corinth-Holder, Carl Smith. He's with Braxton Kutchin.
Yeah, Coach. Right now, you guys down 34-17 at the start of the second half. You guys got out to a hot start with the kick return. Then Clayton went down, put up some points, and then you guys had a lot of momentum fighting back into this game. What would you like to see out of your team the second half?
To continue to fight, to compete, to step up and make a play. Stop doing so much talking. We still doing a lot of growing over here, man. So I'm not going to let that get too far ahead of us. But right here, right now, I'm not disappointed in my group. Not disappointed in them at all. But it's certain players that I need them step up. Right. I need certain players that I need to do some playmaking, and so that's all I want to do. I want to see them boys continue to fight and continue to compete.
You had 3 turnovers on 3 straight possessions. Offensively, what are you looking for to kind of minimize the turnovers?
Play football. Every single turnover, it wasn't nothing spectacular. One of them, a wide receiver drops it off his hands. They intercept the ball. Like it's us. It's us. 100% us.
Alrighty. Thank you for your time, Coach, and good luck in the second half.
There you go. Thank you, Braxton. There's the thoughts, obviously, of Coach Carl Smith. And Mark, to elaborate more on what the coach just said for Corinth-Holders, you even said it yourself. You're proud of what Corinth-Holders football has done. They have really turned it around over the years in past.
They have. There's been years in the past where they'd start out 3-0, 3-1 or something. Then they would dwindle down from there. But you know, they've got a new coach. There's new life. There's new expectations.
It's a new culture.
It's a new culture. They've gone through a lot of admins. I think they've had 5 principals in 5 years, and you need support. You need support from everybody. Yeah. And you know, Clayton's 100 and some years old, right here in the middle of town. You know, it has been a Friday night football town as long as I can remember. You know, and Corinth is still growing. They've got good players. They're learning how to win, and that's important. Not everybody knows how to win, but I reckon my biggest disappointment with the Comets tonight is discipline. Know what you're supposed to do. Be where you're supposed to be. Okay, you know, I think to some degree, you know, we treat some of these teams like, okay, well, we've got this. It's not a big deal. You get sloppy with your ball handling. You get sloppy with being out of position. Okay, I run a 4-6. Okay, all right, you can recover against that. But by God, when you play a Richmond, a Cardinal Gibbons, or a Cleveland, their athletes run a 4-5. Their athletes run the same 4-6. It's got to be about body position, being in the right place, being aggressive on defense, protecting the ball on offense. Be smart. The mental toughness, the mental aspect of the game, and you know, I'm sorry, Comet fans.
He's getting worked up.
Y'all can get upset with me all you want to.
He's been off air the whole entire.
But that's just what I see. That's what I say. You know, and at the end of the night, hey, it's just a football game.
Yeah. The important part, Wesley, now is, like, you know, we've talked about it 2 or 3 times as we've called these games this year. Is that middle 8 minutes?
That's right.
The last 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second half. Okay, the tone's been set now. It's 34-17, but Clayton just went down and scored with a minute 43. They scored with 58 seconds left.
That's right.
So it took them less than a minute to go down.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got to stop. Can they carry that momentum?
And they get the football to start the third quarter.
Correct. Can they keep that momentum coming out and start the third quarter, get in the football, take it down the field, punch it in the end zone, and just kind of put a stamp on it, you know, because I think, you know, you never know what's going to happen, but, you know, Coach for Corinth was saying, hey, he wants his kids to keep playing. He wants them to keep fighting. They're going to keep fighting, guys. They know they got 24 minutes left. I said it earlier. They have nothing to lose. Clayton is expected to win. Corinth has been winning. There's no expectation on their squad other than come out here and play hard. And if they get a dub, here it is. But if they don't, they showed up, they played hard for 48 minutes, and they gave Clayton a fight. There's evidence with 90-yard kickoff return.
This was a 2017 score just how many minutes ago?
4.5, 5 minutes ago.
That was with the personal foul. That was with the 2 turnovers and so forth that we had. If they play clean football, this is not 34-17 right now.
Correct.
Okay, and it just goes to show you. I mean that. Okay, we made something out of their nothing, which is what you're supposed to do. But I just want to emphasize, when you play those better teams, you don't get those chances as much as you do. So you have to do it smarter, cleaner, better than the man across in front of you. You've got to be sharp. You got to be tactful, because these other teams, the good teams aren't going to make mistakes. At this point of the year, they're in the playoffs, and they're ranked number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for a reason. And it's not because they make mistakes.
That's right.
You know, just to add to what Mark's saying,
Good, Kim.
you know, I was just looking at scores. I mean, Cleveland right now, the number 1 seed, taking on Heritage. Heritage is 2-8 on the season, and they've only got a 10-point lead at halftime.
44-point dogs.
But see, that blows me away. How in the hell, pardon my French, can a 2-8 team be in the playoffs? I just something's broke here.
RPI.
But I'm not. I know you say RPI, strength of schedule, but with your record being 2-8, you shouldn't be in the postseason.
But Wesley, when you look at who they've played, they've played really good teams, and
their 2 wins are in conference.
Yes, and so you want to encourage you to play tough teams rather than somebody. A 2-8 team who hasn't played anybody.
We lost to Heritage
Absolutely
before
not.
in the playoffs about 3 or 4 years ago. We lost to Heritage in the first round. So, Robbie, why is the running game struggling tonight, but they're able to soar with throwing the football?
Well, because Corinth is loading the box. You know, I mean, they're expecting us to run the football. We've been stopped twice on 4th and short. okay, because they're putting 8 guys on the line of scrimmage. I'd love to see some type of check with me at the line of scrimmage so that Aiden can, hey, what can I do when they got 8 guys in that box? Can I run speed option?
Right,
can I run straight sweep? Can I run toss sweep? Whatever. But some type of check with me at the line of scrimmage. If you want to come out in your tush-push formation and run speed option out of it or toss sweep, dude, you'll go to the house because they got 9 guys sitting in the middle of the line of scrimmage. So look at what you got. Think about it, but you asked a question earlier. I think that again, how can a 2-8 team get in the playoffs? You know, they go 2-3 in conference, whatever. But if you think back to when Chadwick got here, he wanted to make a point by changing his out-of-conference schedule. He put some tough teams at the start of that conference schedule.
Yeah.
We took our lumps the first couple games, the last 3 or 4 years, whatever, with Wake Forest and whatever it may be.
Grimsley, Wake Forest,
exactly.
Durham, Jordan.
You play a 2-time state champ and like game number 1. You're testing yourself. You're building yourself for conference play later.
Right.
And that's exactly what Chadwick's done. He's gotten now to win some of those games, and now these kids believe that they can win those games. Corinth's getting there, guys, I'm telling you. And Heritage played a tough schedule. In 3 years, I would wager to say Heritage will be a much better team in the playoffs because of who they're playing.
Well, guys, we're at the half. We're going to take a break to thank our sponsors. As always, this is presented by U.S. Sports Uniforms and Fast Track Designs. Right now, it is 34-17. That was Mark Coates, Robbie Worrell. Thank you also to Kim Winslow, Braxton Kutchin grabbing the coaches. We'll hear back from Amy Coates as well as Braxton Kutchin as well as Jackie Posey. Jackie Posey went to the car. She said, and I quote, "I need to go warm up." So we are at the half, and we'll be back with more here in just a moment. One of the newest partners of the Community Radio Network is